In this video, we'll be going over what a HELOC is and what it can do for you. Hey, what's up? I'm Mark Bellini, and I'm all about achieving financial freedom through real estate investing and online business. So if you're interested in achieving financial freedom for yourself, be sure to like and subscribe, and you will not miss a thing. So if you've never heard of a HELOC before, it stands for Home Equity Line of Credit. And what that basically is a line of credit against a property. It could be your primary residence or one of your rental properties. And it works basically like a credit card that you use against the value of your house. And you can use that money for whatever you want. Now, to qualify for one of these, you need a certain credit score and a certain amount of equity in your property. So we'll kind of look at some things here, kind of go over it. So what you can do is just go into your browser and type in like best HELOC rates or lenders. And you can just find a page like this, and it'll kind of show some options here of different lenders you can use to open a HELOC account. And you can kind of click through and read more on the ones that interest you. And you can kind of see some of their terms. You can see, maybe the minimum credit score. You can see just the things they require essentially to open the HELOC account. And also with these different lenders, they're going to have different requirements, such as a loan to value percentage. So what that means is like, I think, so for instance, PenFed, I believe that if it's a rental property, it's 75% loan to value. And if it's a primary residence, it's 90% loan to value. And what that means is you can basically borrow up to 90% of the value of your home. And if it's a rental property, it's 75% value of the home. And so they just use those numbers to kind of calculate how much you qualify for. So I want to kind of show how that works here. So I'll kind of pop over here to a calculator. And so let's say that you own a $500,000 house and it's a rental property. And you owe $200,000 on it, and you want to open a HELOC account. And let's say, for instance, it's a 75% loan to value percentage here. So how that works is you take the value of the current value of the property. So let's say it's $500,000. And so from there, you multiply times that loan to value amount, which is 75%. So times 0.75. And so that's $375,000. And so that's the money you can use to qualify. But you've paid off $200,000. So you take that $375,000, and you subtract that $200,000. And that gives you $175,000. So that would be how much you qualify for, $175,000. You just take the full value, multiply that times the loan to value amount that they allow, and then you subtract the mortgage, the remaining mortgage, and that's how much you basically qualify for. That should give you a good ballpark. And if it's your primary residence and they allow 90%, then you just change that, just do 500,000 times 0.9, and then subtract your remaining mortgage. And so that should qualify you for more money, basically. But that's kind of how you figure it out. And so the thing about what's good about a HELOC and what's nice is when you take money out and you apply it towards a project or something, a lot of these lenders, for like the first 10 years, it's like interest only payments. And then the second 10 years is like, interest and principal. So that gives you a pretty good opportunity to find opportunities for your cash up front, and then use it and only have to pay interest for a certain number of years, and then worry about paying the principal later. So that's very, very handy. You could spend like $100,000 and only have to spend like, I don't know, like $500 or $600 a month to kind of like whatever your project is. And eventually, hopefully, you get some money back, and you can help pay that off. So that's kind of how it works. A drawback is is that a HELOC, their rates are dependent on the market. So your rates will change. So as of now, you'll be paying somewhere between 3 and 5% probably, depending on if it's a primary residence or a rental property. And that's not too bad. That's pretty good actually. But rates are starting to go up now, and you have to prepare for that. So, if you're open an account and it's 3% now, it could be, who knows, 5, 6% in a year or two. So you need to be aware of that and prepare for that scenario. So that's one drawback. But the idea of opening a HELOC is that you want to use it strategically. So you want to take that money and, let's say you live in a house and you want to turn it into a rental eventually, but it's an older house. So you can take that money and basically fix up the property so you can rent it in the near future and have it, nice and fixed up so you can have like a higher rental price on it. So that's one strategy. You can also use the HELOC to actually buy another property. So you can take that and use it as the down payment on another property. So there's that. And you can use it for rental or Airbnb or whatever makes sense. Another one could be house flipping. So let's say you want to flip a house, you could take that and use that as a down payment. Or if you have enough value, you could buy the house outright and do all the repairs and flip it and then sell it and make your profit, and then pay back your HELOC and go do it again. So there's that option as well. The idea is to be investment focused. You don't want to go out and buy, a boat or, other luxuries or basically liabilities that don't give you anything back. You want to go out and buy or build assets that will create more income for you. So you can pay back the HELOC with that and then have another income source that continues to pay you over time. So that's the best way to do it and what I would recommend. So that's about it. I have a HELOC myself, and I'm going to be using it to build a tiny house here in the backyard. So it's a great way to go. So if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.